Well, today I'm doing one of my favorite springtime activities here in the state of Kentucky. That's chasing white bass. The white bass that are in the lakes will run up the rivers and they will do their spawning in the flowing water. Well, I'm here at Salt River today, here at the Palmer Road access area. Right now it's turkey season, so it gives us a couple other things to kind of consider. First off, this road is normally open where you can drive all the way up and down and really fish wherever you want. Today, because of turkey season being open, this wildlife management area is open for someone who wants turkey hunt. It's closed. So what that means is I've got a backpack, some waterproof boots. I'm gonna grab some gear and we're gonna hoof it to the water. And until I see the right kind of water conditions I want, we're gonna fish our way toward the lake and hopefully locate some white bass. Well, I will say the water looks pretty good. This is late in the white bass run. Typically I've caught them before now. Now that I see the water, I'm gonna go with about an 1/8 ounce head, something I can cast almost all the way across. I'm gonna pull a little minnow imitating bait. We'll use this, and if it doesn't work, I'll be ready to move on to something else. That's good, we didn't catch one on cast one. Don't need that jinx. So my goal was to walk toward the lake, but due to the fact that the further I go, I'm still not catching fish and I'm not seeing people and there's cars up there, we're gonna go the other direction. You make 6 or 7, 8 casts in an area. You feel like you fan cast it pretty good, it doesn't happen. It's time to move 60, 70 yards and try it again. Sometimes you gotta have some patience and you gotta find out where the fish are at, what they wanna eat that day, and how fast do they want it. I mean, sometimes they want it super slow, sometimes they want it sped up a little bit. So once you get those pieces of the puzzle put together, you can go from can't catch a fish to catching 10, 15, 20 in a matter of 20 minutes. Here we go. Not a real big one, but it's a nice male white bass, most likely. You know, this is typical size for a male fish. The females can get up to, you know, here 13, 14 inches are pretty common, and sometimes you'll even see them 17, 18 inches. But this is a pretty common white bass right here for the Salt River. And man, these are hard fighting little fish. There you go. I'm gonna flick this one back, see if I can't catch a couple more out there. Here we go. Another one of these males. Look, he hit that one there. I mean, he hit it dead on, choked it. Now, I've tried a couple different techniques today, thrown a couple other things, but as you've seen so far, they're wanting to hit this little bait in the shallows moving relatively quickly. So, hey, I'm gonna give them what they want. Look at that. See that white milky substance that's coming down from this fish? This is obviously a male. So this fish is actively spawning. Here we go. These are all males and they're all about exactly the same size. That one might be a little bit bigger. But they're definitely wanting this thing fast, which tells me they're in the riffles. They're right up in there dropping their milk in these really, really fast moving pockets. All right, we're gonna turn this fella loose. You know, if we catch a really, really big one, a couple of those I may keep them, but for now we're gonna turn these loose. Oh, here we go. Look at him running. And this might be a little better fish. Let's see what we got here. Here's a little better white bass. Right where that goes from the riffles, hit this deeper pool. It was sitting in there. There he is. And looky there, one cast Came back down to this little spot where I'd seen a fish earlier. I was talking about casting the same spot over and over and over. Sometimes, you know, if you leave, come back and make a couple casts down there because, like I said, there's certain areas they want to be, and they'll come in waves, you'll catch a couple, and then bam, they may be gone. But come back and try that spot again, you might very well get on them. Here we go. All right, this is either really in the current or this is a really good fish. I don't know what's going on here. Looky there, a little better fish this time. I'm gonna grab him before I pick him up. A little bit longer, just strong. Just a really super strong fish. I'll tell you what, catching these on light tackle, and like I said, I'm throwing a 7-foot medium weight rod on a little jig head here, is a 1/8 of an ounce jig head. But cast these things out and just pull them up, pick them up, change your retrieve. Sometimes they want it fast, sometimes they want it right on the bottom, sometimes they want it up and down. They're right in these little seams where there's a lot of current. And hey, catching them out of the current makes for a much better fight.